What's up, people? It's your girl Adiola. Before we talk about the Yes Daddy audio recording of Peter Obi and Bishop Oyedepo, first of all, the federal government, Uncle Budalai Mohammed, is accusing Peter Obi and his running mate, Dati Ahmed, of treason. Treason means to betray one's country, especially by attempting to kill the sovereign. That's like trying to kill the president or overthrow the government. So it's a big allegation, and it's all because of this statement by Dati on Channels TV.
Swear in anybody who does not meet the constitutional requirements of our country, you are engaging in an unconstitutional act. Mr. President, do not hold that inauguration. Do not partake in unconstitutionality. I'm telling you that on the 29th of May, 2023, swear in Tinubu as this result is. You have ended democracy, whoever you are.
Okay, so is that equivalent to trying to overthrow a government? No. Especially if we should remember what Osinbajo said during the 2015 election.
What the opposition has usually done in such cases is to reject the results of the elections and to say that they will constitute their own government, that they will constitute a government. That is simply a way of taking a stand. It simply is taking a stand against the government and putting the government under pressure.
Forming a parallel government, that's not calling for anarchy.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
And even when the Osinbajo and Buhari became the ruling party, they didn't accuse Buhari or Osinbajo of treason.
Simply is taking a stand against the government and putting the government under pressure. That has happened in several places in Africa, several places in the world, where people have said, on account of electoral injustice, they are going to do certain things and all of that. So long as you not call anyone to violence, personally, I don't think that that's necessarily inciting.
So what changed? Why are we using double standard? Personally, I think it's heartbreaking that Tinubu, or let me just say APC, petitioned NBC to fine Channels TV 5 million naira because of this statement by Dati Ahmed. I mean, what nonsense is that? How dare you sanction a media company for what their guests said on live TV? They cannot be controlling their guests. If you have any problem with the statement, take it up with the speaker, not the TV station. You cannot silence the media. This is my biggest issue with APC. No matter what you do. Now, even though there's nothing wrong with what Dati Ahmed said, I don't think he needed to say those things because it doesn't mean anything, especially in the Nigerian context. It's like someone saying don't give somebody an award. If they want to give an award, they will give an award. Tinubu did not declare himself winner. INEC did. So go after INEC if you have any issues. And the matter is already in court, so why not wait? But I don't think what he said is treason. If we were to go by the real definition of treason, Peter Obi is now saying that he's been pressured to leave the country and all that. Like, seriously, there is no need for that. Let me know what you guys think. So the Nigerian Aviation Minister, Alhaji Hadi Sirika, tweeted that he commissioned 10 fire trucks with a total of over 12 billion naira. That means he spent 1.2 billion on each truck. I'm sorry, but that's just ridiculous. I mean, depending on whether they use the black market rate or CBN rates, it ranges from spending $2 to $2.4 million on each truck. And before we even talk about this daylight robbery that took place, I don't know if it's just me, but all the pictures that I saw, including the video that my father posted on Twitter, I only counted 8 trucks. Did anyone else notice? Did you count? If someone has the picture of all 10, please share with me. Maybe I just missed it. But I didn't see any 10 fire trucks. I know he said more to come in his tweet, but he said today we commissioned 10. Is it that we are now commissioning things that are yet to be as though they already exist, which would be fate? Or he's mistaking 8 for 10? I don't know. Because if he bought 8, that would mean he spent 1.5 billion on each fire truck. That's almost $3 million on each truck. Now let's assume it was just a mistake, he commissioned 10. A good fire truck goes from between $250,000 to like $700,000, depending on whether it's new, used, the brand, the model, but it can also go into the millions of dollars. Some people say up to $6 million, especially if they buy equipment, not just the truck. So maybe they gave us the best of the best in Nigeria. How thoughtful. I know, I mean, going by experience, that has never happened, but maybe my father was like, these Nigerians, they deserve the very best fire truck so that another airport will not get burnt. I'm giving them the bed. Maybe this is what my father did. And all he needs to do is prove it to us by sharing the receipt. I know they can also alter receipts, but at least just give us some kind of you don't just say I spent 12 billion. You should be able to give us the account of how you reach this 12 billion. Again, I'm not saying my father lied. I'm just saying, I'm just saying. And yes, I know that there will be shipping costs, but we will still come back to that. But since he didn't tell us the price, I thought, let me see if I can get the price for you guys, the exact price. So I looked at the video that the minister uploaded. The logo on the wheel is that of a company called Volcan in Turkey. So I looked them up. I called them. They even posted on their Instagram page some days ago that their vehicles for Nigeria were ready to go. So I went on their website. They didn't list the prices of their fire trucks. They want you to call them. So I called them, and because of the time difference, I had to call them before 5 a.m. my time. Oh, what I do for you guys. But they put me on hold, so nobody picked up. So then I went on Instagram, I sent them a DM, and they sent me the email of the person in charge of sales. So I emailed them asking about their price, and he said they don't just give out their prices unless they get an official tender with detailed technical specifications of what I want. And I told him I'm a journalist. I'm trying to verify how much the Nigerian minister spent on the fire trucks that he purchased from them. And suddenly I stopped hearing from him. For days now, I haven't heard back. But if he should respond, I will let you guys know. But I understand why he didn't respond. They don't want to jeopardize their bilateral relationship with Nigeria. However, when San Jose International Airport in California purchased similar fire trucks in 2017, if you ignore the color, you will see that they are very similar. So I don't know. I'm not saying that this is the same truck. It's definitely not the same. But these ones that they purchased, they announced that the total cost for the two brand new fire trucks was $1.6 million. And that includes the purchase price, the cost of inspections, and training. That means they spent $800,000 on each truck. Now let's assume that the price went up. Let's assume that, that was 2017, now it's 900,000 or even 1 million, I don't know. I still do not believe that the minister spent like 1.4 million just to ship it and clear customs. In fact, because it's owned by the federal government, I like to believe that they waived customs for them. I don't even think they should spend up to $100,000 to import each of this truck to Nigeria. I may be wrong, I just feel like, I don't know how my father got to this $2.4 million on each vehicle. The number is not adding up. Daddy, in case you're watching alone now, you need to explain what you did with at least $1.4 million on each of these vehicles. $14 million is missing in this equation. Somebody is building a house in the name of us getting brand new fire trucks, and it's not right. So please, Daddy, you need to explain something, because it's not right. So this is daylight robbery. And speaking of Daddy, yes, Daddy, yes. Let's talk about the Yes Daddy audio tape.
Amen. Daddy, I need you to speak to the people in the Southwest. Your people in the Southwest and Kwara.
Okay. I've been in touch with Kwara people.
The Christians in the Southwest and Kwara. This is a religious war.
I believe that. Are you in Lagos or Abuja?
I'm in Onitsha now.
Good. So you'll be there for the election?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes, Daddy.
That's where to be.
Thank you, Daddy.
So I'm sure that you guys must have listened to it. I am looking at this from different angles. First of all, I do agree that people's private phone conversations should not be made public. That's a breach of privacy. I cannot stress that enough. Unless it's a terrorist that is planning to attack, or people's lives are at stake, I don't think people's private conversations should be made public. At the same time, we should always be objective. If something is wrong, let's condemn it, regardless of whether or not someone is your candidate. So Obedience are saying that the audio is not real, that it's AI generated, which is possible. We're seeing many recordings lately made with artificial intelligence, and it's scary. There's also music in the background, which is weird. Someone must have added that. People don't just, play music when you're making phone calls on both sides. Also, Peter Obi in the audio tape said he had arrived on Onitsha to vote, but he actually voted in Agulu, so that doesn't add up. Peter Obi has denied this. He released a series of tweets. However, in this case, I don't believe Peter Obi and I don't believe the bishop. I'm not saying that they lied. I'm just saying, everybody has a right to believe whoever they want to believe. And I'm not saying that AI is not real, and I'm not saying that the audio is not doctored. But I'll tell you why I don't believe Peter Obi or the bishop. Because earlier, a spokesperson for the Labour Party, Kenneth Okonkwo, had said that this audio was doctored in order to remove some parts of the conversation. And in his word, this is what he said. He said political criminals are trying to spin the conversation as if Obi was making a religious statement. This tells me that whether it was doctored or not, some parts of the conversation happened. He's saying they removed some parts. He didn't say it didn't happen at all. And even the way Peter Obi debunked it, I mean, if someone uses your voice to say some things that you did not say, there's a way you cry out that that is not me. It sounds like my voice, but I never heard anybody. And I know he debunked it at first, but it took him days to release his own statement, like on Twitter, like to tweet about it. Even what the bishop said was that he doesn't campaign for politicians. He didn't say, Peter Obi never called me to discuss so. Yes, he calls me, we talk, but this particular conversation did not take place. He didn't say that. And that's just me. I don't believe them. You can believe whoever you want to believe. That's just, and I'm not denying artificial intelligence. But if somebody should use my voice to create a conversation that did not happen, hey, Koda, you will not hear the end of it. I also found it interesting that Peter Obi is now threatening to sue the People's Gazette when his party had already announced to us that the audio was leaked by a prodigal brother. They know who leaked the audio. Why not sue the person? And from my findings, the editor of the People's Gazette alerted Peter Obi and the bishop before releasing the tape, asking for their reaction. For 2 days, they kept saying they would release a statement. They didn't react, and then the person published the audio. He did not do anything wrong. Once again, media freedom must be protected. I don't care who is in power, whether it's APC, whether it's Peter Obi. You must protect media rights. How can you say you want to sue People's Gazette for releasing a tape that was sent to them after they contacted you to know your opinion about it? You did not say anything, and you said you knew who leaked the tape. You are not suing the person. It is the media that you want to sue. Whatever we are doing, that's what we having the fear of God. Once again, I'm not saying that the whole thing is real. It must have been doctored, things moved around. But I have reasons to believe that some part of the conversation took place. Now, whether you believe it's real or not, is not the main issue. The main issue is, this is another reminder for us as a nation to learn to separate politics from religion. Politics should be based on someone's competence, their performance, not their religion or the religious leaders that they know or associate with. The question should always be, can he do the job? Can she do the job? And that's why I make fun of politicians going to religious gatherings during elections, as well as religious leaders telling their followers who to vote for, whether Christian or Muslim. I've always condemned on this show. If you didn't see me condemn Christian, go and watch other tape. If you didn't see me condemn Muslim, go and watch other tape. Please don't come after me and say, oh, you didn't say anything. Every time I talk about this, the followers of the religious leader will always come after me. Adela, how can you say Mommy Gio should not say this or that? I said, shoo. When it comes to politics, people should be allowed to exercise their fundamental human rights based on their personal conviction. Now, the reason I said we must always condemn something if it's wrong, regardless of whoever you're supporting, is just imagine for a minute that the audio is allegedly that of Tinubu or Shetima. A lot of those people saying that it's AI generated will not even think twice before condemning Tinubu. They would have turned it into a song, a meme. And I'm not saying that it couldn't be AI generated. We had the one of Atiku, and you know that one is fake. But I'm saying let's always be objective, no matter who we support. This will help us to be able to hold people accountable. It doesn't mean that you don't support them, but you must always hold them accountable as well. So did you guys click the thumbs up button? Yes, thank you so much for watching so far. Real quick, for those asking, yes, we're having our Easter sales at our doors, starting on Friday, Good Friday until Monday. 15% off of all products except our newest addition, the growth serum. I guess I started talking about this. I'll come back to it. But right now, our products should have been in Nigeria, the UK, and Canada by now. The problem is the samples that we sent were melting because of the heat. The sample of the butter, your butter should come like this. It should be fluffy. It should be like butter. It shouldn't melt because it's mostly for your hair strands. And then this one is for your roots. I'll still come back to that. But we found out that it was melting. Even though it has beeswax in it, it was melting. So we had to go back to the lab, meet with our hair chemist again. And now we add cetyl alcohol. It's not like alcohol that dries your hair. This is fatty alcohol that is naturally generated from vegetables. It hydrates and moisturizes your hair. It helps to soften your hair so that you can detangle better. And above all, cetyl alcohol prevents the butter from melting. But with the Nigerian song, we will still have to pray. But at least we can say we've done all that we can. Another thing we did is we added fragrance oil to the butter, so now it smells like vanilla. And the best part is we finally launched growth oil that I was trying to talk to you guys about. And it's not just because it smells good, but it makes your hair grow. And the ingredients are different from that of the butter. One of the things that gets me excited about this is we have pumpkin seed oil in this. I don't know if you know about pumpkin seed oil, but they've been researching pumpkin seed oil for years, dermatologists, and they found out that it grows your hair 30% more than placebo. And people even buy it to ingest it for health purposes. So I'm really excited about this. It also has hemp seed oil in it. Hemp seed oil does not contain cannabis, by the way, for those that may be wondering. All kinds of good things. And we've been using it for a while. You know, we won't just give you something that won't work. If you know my daughter, last year people were making fun of Zion's hair. But today, woo, Jesus is Lord. I took this picture last Sunday, by the way. And this one I took the Sunday before. And by the way, when I take down her hair after braiding it, this is the back of her hair, just for you to see how much her hair has grown. Even though we wrote on this that don't use for kids under age of 3, you can do a patch test, and if you test it on your child's skin and they don't have any reaction. I use this on Zion, but you don't have to use this every day. Even as an adult, you only need to use it like 3 to 4 times in a week. But whenever you apply it, just a little, make sure that you massage it really well. The researchers used it on men and women who had alopecia, and they were able to revert it, and their hair grew back. So I get so excited when I'm talking about this. We are not promising that, you know, if you are bald-headed that this will work, but please try it. So all the oils that we use for the growth serum, they come in different grades. You can buy the organic certified ones, or you can buy the ones that have been refined. We always opt for the organic certified ones because it is more important to us that our product works than for people to just know about it. We want you to come back when you buy. So that's why we can't put it on sale. People sell growth oils like this for like $40. We are selling ours for $22. We're barely breaking even. So please don't be upset that we're not putting this on sale. Although I know that if you buy all 3 as a combo, you get some dollars off. But please don't be upset. We don't want to compromise quality. That is why we are just keeping the price $22. But whatever you do, please make sure that you always use the spray first. Even if you're using the spray with the butter or you're using the spray with the growth serum, please spray your hair first. Spray your roots first so that your hair and your scalp can absorb this oil or the butter so that you can see maximum results. Please always use the spray first. It opens your pores. I've said that several times. And when you purchase it, the spray head will always come in a plastic bag like this, and then you put it on top. So make sure that you check the box before you throw it away whenever you buy the spray. This spray has been our best seller so far. I know people will want the oil now, but a lot of people just love the spray by itself. Like I said, you don't need to use it more than 3 to 4 times in a week. Apply just a little and then massage it into your scalp. And in no time, you should start seeing new growth. But please, use it for at least 3 months before you decide whether or not it works for you. Another thing we did is we made sure that our labels now have the instructions for all the products. So our UK, Nigeria and Canadian people, I know that you have been very patient. In fact, I'm doing that for you. But now you are getting the best. You are getting all the 3 products. And now it's not just the spray that smells amazing. All the products smell amazing now. So you are getting the best for your patience. Thank you so much. So we are trusting that by the end of this month, you will get your product. But if you are in the US, take advantage of the Easter sales from Friday to Monday. You can buy from our website, adobs.com. You can also buy from our Facebook page, Adobs Beauty. You can buy from my personal Facebook page, just click shop, or you can buy from my Instagram page or Adobs Instagram page. If you have any questions or concerns, please email us at info@adobs.com. Please don't DM my personal page about Adobs. I get so many messages on my page, and Koledowo may not get to it on time. DM Adolf's page. We have people that are responding on Adolf's page and on Adolf's Facebook, and people that are responding to the Adolf's email. So please email Adolf's. Within 2 days, you will get a response. So I can't read all the reviews that we've been getting, but this woman said that she threw out every other product when she started using Adolf's because the products were causing build-up, but Adolf's doesn't cause build-up. Now her hair doesn't itch anymore. And then this other woman said that she's gone through menopause and her hair changed until she started using Adolf's, and now her hair is like back to life again. This woman is just thanking us for creating a product that actually works for Black people. And that just makes me really excited. Please, if you have tried our product, please send in your reviews. We want to hear from you. If there's anything we can do to make things better, we will. And if there's anything that can encourage others to try our product, we would really appreciate it as well. So please send in your reviews. We're grateful especially to the people that have beat cancer, that they sent their reviews because their hair stopped growing after chemo and they tried adults and now their hair is growing again. Alright guys, it's been real and I'm keeping it real up in here. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, I'm watching you on Plasma TV. Press the subscribe button and the bell button. Until next time, I'm going to see you there. Peace out.